So I'm Jane Chanot, I'm a director with the Family Law Company. I deal with a range of family work, including divorce and finance, private children, and also child abduction matters. So I tend to get involved with internationally related matters within the business as well. So going the extra mile, that's what we're looking at. And that's one thing that I have to say for clients. I feel passionate if I'm able to do that and help them in some way. So the example I give is that I had a client who was struggling in financial circumstances, having separated from her husband, that she had a lot of debt and the house was at risk because she had a mortgage and it wasn't being paid. And she had no way of finding any capital to be able to help her deal with this indebtedness or to keep the house. Save that, she told me that her husband had a truck, and the truck had been modified and therefore was worth tens of thousands of pounds. On the face of it, that sounded very positive. However, he had disappeared from this country and was halfway across the world. And so she said to me, let's find the truck. So we didn't know whether the truck was still here or whether it had left the country, but actually that was all to play for. So I took some details about what the truck was, how much it was worth, and I went before a judge and I explained to the judge that the husband had left the country, and there was every possibility that he was going to be taking his truck and his valuables with him. It was possible they'd already gone, but I persuaded a judge to give us an injunction, very helpful, and then the next job was to play hunt the truck. And so that's what we did. And I rang round ports across the country, ones where we thought it was likely the truck and any other valuables would be leaving from, bearing in mind where he'd moved to. And we'd only found out we'd moved to through social media, so good old social media stepped in there. And we managed, on the fourth attempt, I got through to someone in the Ports Authority and said very nicely, would you help us? Explained my client's position and the predicament. We gained the sympathy of them, and albeit that they were not to tell us that they did have it, they indicated to me it was quite possible that what I was looking for was there. And so we agreed that I would send through the details of the injunction, and accordingly they went off and they found said container with truck and other items. It was an amazing feeling for the client to know that we'd actually managed to track it down. And it was great for the client to have faith in me and have faith in me to be able to go to the court and say, can you help? And amazingly, to find the right port and to have the help of the Port Authority was terrific. When I told the client, she burst into tears. She couldn't believe it. And we arranged for her to go down. She collected the truck and she was able to sell it and she was able to pay her mortgage. And that was trying to make the best of what was going to be a very, very limited situation for her financially, but being able to go that extra mile and find that truck. We had the gods with us on that day. We were so, so fortunate, and we had lovely people who were prepared to listen and support the client and help us achieve what we set out to do. This really involved bravery on the part of my client and her faith and belief in me, and bravery on my part to go out there and try and fulfill and achieve what she wanted or what she needed.